Okay. Hi, Brian.
Hi,
How are you today, sir?
I'm good. Sorry about being late. I got
Uh,
caught in my.
wow, a whole 3 minutes. I think you're going to break us here. Maribel asked me to record this, so I just want to let you know we are recording this.
Perfect.
So we were talking about generating some reports, potentially from some of the archive groups here. So give me an idea of which uh, which group were you
I
looking
said
at?
EP for now.
I'm sorry, what? EP?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, So let's go take a look here. To generate basically the operational plan report is probably the report you want to have. And that is, the reports menu up here and then the operational plan report. And then we'll decide what level you want to look at here. So yeah, there's not a whole lot in here, but let's take it down to the activities level here. And yeah, there we go. Okay. So yeah, this is the operational plan report for the entire program here. It's got all the dates and people, and well, you only have really a couple of assignments in here. Um, so, what were you hoping to get out of this report? What specifically are you looking for?
We're trying to see what information everybody in Madera County has put into VMSG just to kind of create a report as to if we need to help them input their information or if they're doing good on their own type of thing.
Okay. Well,
We
this is
already finished that fiscal year, so we're also trying to see just what was reported in that whole year, just to help us when we do reaccreditation.
uh-huh. Well, this is the report. It's got all the information in the plan in there. Um, the only thing it doesn't have is the history. Each individual record history, which you can get from the. Let me go back to service initiatives, goals. So the history file is right here, this little hourglass. And if I wanted to see every change that was made on this particular any plan element, you can look at here. But let's go down to the objective here and look at the history file here and see what we have in there. Yeah, so this is showing you exactly what happened and when and who did it. Um, Looks like I'm not sure why. Maybe the person who did some of these updates down here has been removed from the system. That's why they don't show up down here. But you can see that Stephanie and Amy did updates back in 2022, 2023. You can tell what they did. If the traffic light was changed from the previous one, it's there. Any notes that were put in and the current status over here. So that's typically way too much detail for anybody. The typical detail that people want is to have the uh, emergency preparedness operational plan. And then if you look at it, you can see pretty much anything that's been updated in here. A lot of times there's notes in there. The traffic lights have changed. The current status has changed. Not a lot, by the way, looking in here has been updated here. Is that, I guess, what else are you looking for? What other information do you want to see?
So with the report, does that report do it from since that activity was created?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking at it on my end. And then how would you print them again?
Just go down to here, bottom right, click on that, and then you got to save this report somewhere. VMSD report.htm is just a default name, but let's go ahead and save this to my desktop just for kicks here. And so I'm going to leave it as VMSD report.htm. I'll save it. And then it's going to open up in the web browser here. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. Okay. So now it's in the web browser. Now you can go up here to print it, to PDF it, to do whatever you want to do with it. A lot of times, if you're generating a report and you want to go in and kind of tweak the information in it with notes or highlights or anything, you can take this report and just click on it anywhere, hit Control A to select all, hit Control C to copy, and then open up a Word document and flip it to landscape mode with narrow margins and paste it into the Word document. And that way you can kind of it'll look exactly the same, but you can make any changes or highlights or anything you want to do as you're generating the report. it also would allow you, if you wanted to combine multiple reports together. So after this report, you could go down to the end, do a page break, and then paste in another report. So if you wanted to combine reports, it makes it easy to do it that way.
Is that after you press print, or how would that work?
Yeah, well, after you press print, and then you get this report opened up in a new browser window here. Once it's in a new
Mm-hmm.
browser window, then you're going to use the browser print function if you wanted to print it. If you wanted to print it or PDF it, you use the print function. There's a print to PDF function in there, or you can print it to your printer. I do recommend that you go to landscape mode on your printer if you're going to do it. Also PDF, landscape mode, and narrow margins to get the cleanest report. But then again, to be able to take this report and, like I say, edit it or change it, you can click anywhere on the report. And on your keyboard, if you hit Control A, that's select all. You can see it selects everything. And then you can hit Control C to copy it. And then let's just go ahead and let me open up a Word document here. And we'll just paste it in there. So I'm just going to open up a blank document. And again, I'm going to flip it to narrow margins and landscape mode. And then I'm just going to hit Control V as in Victor to paste the report in there. And then the entire report shows up here in the Word document here. And then you can kind of do anything you want to do with it from there. But down here, if you hit Control Enter, you do an automatic page break, and then you could do the same thing with another report. So do the same thing with the other report, save it, open it up in a web browser, copy it, and paste it down in here so you can have multiple reports in the same document if you choose to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, you can do this with any report, whether it's been archived or not, any group. Now, the other thing, just as an FYI, so the emergency preparedness, when I go down a level to services initiative, well, it's only got one, so that wouldn't make any difference. But let's say your strategic plan up here, if you wanted to do a report on that, you can generate a report on any one of these. And the way you do that is just go down to this level and make sure that it shows up down here at the bottom. When I roll over, you'll see community health improvement. And then you'll generate the report, and it will not include workforce development or operational excellence. It'll just be community health. If I want to include all of these, I go back to the groups tab, click on the group again. This little one disappears down here. So now I'm going to generate for all three of those services or initiatives.
Okay, so would that be an easier way to just do it for all of them, or would I have to go all the way down to activities?
What do you mean go down to activities?
Like how for EP you selected to see up to activities?
Right.
Would I just be able to do it off of that just with this homepage?
Yeah, you can do it at any level. So let's go ahead and generate that report again for EP. And you just have the choice of how deep down the pyramid do you want to go. So right here, we're down at objective level, which, by the way, the objective level is most typically the level that you're going to generate if you're going to show somebody, here's how we stand right now. Now, you guys haven't really done, at least on this one, haven't done updates on it. So it's all sitting at 0 and green lights here. But I can also take it up and say, I just want to see the goal level. I can click here, and then it's going to eliminate the objective. So you just have the two goals in there. Objectives is very common. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. It's coming to making sense now.
Okay. And the activity level then is just go to the bottom of the pyramid, and you'll see under each objective, you have the specific activities. The activities are typically, how am I going to get to the objective? And that's not, it depends on, who's looking at the report. If it's somebody at like a management level just wants to know, hey, how are we doing on this particular project? Maintain a monthly CAHAN response rate of 92% for MCDPH staff. That's probably what they want to see is the status of that. So the traffic light and a percent complete or something along that line would be the status. So you're going to back up to the objective level here because the activities are just, what am I going to do to get there? And they may not really care about that as much as they care about, this particular current status here.
Graciela's here.
Hello.
Everyone,
How are you today?
I'm good. Sorry I'm late. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, we're just right now going over reporting. There was something. Let me go back. Now I think we've gone over this before, but let's say I looked at the department level and there's some services and things underneath there. What you could do if you wanted to for a more um, graphical view is use the VMSG public. So we can generate at the department level. We can generate a VMSG public indicator row, and let's just go to the objective level for now, and we'll indicate that. And what it's going to do is show me the entire department group up here. And so it says we have 34 green and 3 red, and we're 65 days behind schedule. So, you may want to update the schedule dates and things on this one before we do anything. I'll go ahead and save that. Let me undo the rest of these for now. Okay, and then the next thing I might want to do is go down here and generate one for each of these. So I'm going to go down to the VMSG public guy, again at the objective level. And you can go all the way down to the activity or the goal level if you want to on these, but just for demonstration now, I'm showing you the objective level. Okay, so this one has just 1 green, and we're way behind schedule here. So again, you can generate indicator rows for each of the initiatives or goals or objectives or activities if you want to. Typically, it's the initiative level here. And then you're going to have a web page that shows you each of these. So let's see what communications look like here. Yeah, again, just a couple of green and way behind schedule. So obviously, probably not the best example to use. But at this point in time, if I wanted to generate the web page with those 3 rows on it, I got the 3 of them checked over here. I'm going to export it to the web page. I'm going to say new web page, and there it is. So you got the entire department administration up here, and then you got each of the services initiatives underneath here. And the rollover tells you, how many you have, and you got the schedule gauge saying you're on or behind schedule here. And then I can save that, and we'll just call it department demo, and we'll save that. And now to generate that web page, I can just grab this link, Control C, go up, open up a new browser tab, Control V, and there it is. So this is one way to show status. Now, obviously, you want to go in and make sure all the traffic lights are at the right space, and your activity dates and percent complete is up to date in here if you're going to do that. Otherwise, you're not really looking at much relevant information. So this is kind of the 2 outputs, is either the VMSG public in a very graphical format or the actual reports that we talked about here, like for EP right here, the actual operational plan report. Again, at any level you want. You might want to consider the objective level unless somebody wants to see the details behind the objective or how we're getting there. Is that all making sense?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. What else would you like to see?
Was there anything else you needed training on, Graciela?
Well, I missed part of the beginning, so I was wondering if y'all reviewed how to generate the line charts?
The line charts are generated automatically at the objective and activity level. So if it's going to depend on, it's going to depend on your specific plan and how much input data is input in there. But if we go down to like the Tobacco 2024 training group, go down to the bottom here, reduce smoking in high schools. So this is the line chart right here. I just click on that and it shows me exactly where we were here. And I can go ahead and take that back to auto scale. So it shows we jumped up and kept it a 20% reduction here. So that's the line chart here. Now, the other thing you can do if you really want to get crazy with information is this button right here, exports, will export the data on here. I can export the data from any plan into an Excel spreadsheet, and then you've got carte blanche to do whatever you want with the data in there. And to do that, you just select a plan. or even, you can go down the bit here. So if I wanted to select just the accreditation service here, I can go up to the main menu, and then I can go into export operational plan, click on that. Would you like to export it? Yes. And basically this is a .csv file. It looks crazy here. You can't do anything with it, but if you export it to a .csv file and you double click on it, it'll open up in Excel, and then you'll have all the data for that particular plan in the Excel spreadsheet. Then you can do kind of anything you want to do with it in there. And you can generate that plan data at any level in the system, at the group level all the way down to an activity level if you want to. Again, not used very often, but if you really want to get to detail and you're kind of an Excel expert, then it's easy to do that way. Generally, again, the most common way to do what you're trying to do is generate an operational plan report, typically the objective level, but if you want to see more detail, go to the activity level. If you want to show, again, a graphical format of it, then use the VMSG public to do that. Now, have you guys been through the performance monitoring training yet, all of you? Training number 4? Okay. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about with all the reports and things in training number 4. What else can I show you? A lot of times the best way to get started is to go in and play a little bit around. Pick a group that you want to report on, generate the operational plan report, play with it, do the different levels up at the top and take a look at it. Pretty soon it becomes pretty obvious what you're looking at in there. And then you can try printing the report or PDFing it, or, again, putting it into Word like I was showing you. What else?
Yeah, that was my biggest goal today, was to review some of those steps.
Okay.
So unless Bella or Brian have anything else.
Yeah, if you guys have any specific examples that you'd like me to dig into after you're going through it, and you say, I'd like to see a report or a VMSG public page for XYZ group, just send it my way. I'll be happy to walk you through it, or, go in and generate the report and send it to you or whatever. It's real simple. And I've done it before, by the way. Brian, you got anything you want to see?
No, Maribel did a good job covering all the questions I had as well.
Okay.
I think you said just going through and playing with it and learning from that.
Now, if you have a specific group that you want to export, I would go back and a couple things. Put in, pardon me, the people who were involved, at the objective lead and the activity lead and team level. Put those folks in. Update the traffic lights based on, green means everything's moving along as expected. Gold means it's completed. We're done with it. Yellow would be something is getting in the way. It's slowing down. Red would be something bad happened. We stopped completely in there. So update the traffic lights, because that's what is going to be displayed in the VMSG public page, and also will be displayed on all your reports. So that's what a lot of people want to do, is just look at the traffic lights and see they're all green and gold and they're good to go. If there's a red one in there, they're going to want to drill down and say, hey, why is this traffic light red? Hopefully there's notes in there that explain why you turned it to red or to yellow. Okay. Well, again, if you have anything specific that you want to get the output on, just send it my way. Tell me which group it is. And maybe if you have the chance to do the updates on some of the timelines and that sort of thing, and then send it my way. I'll be happy to generate a report and show you exactly how I did it and what I did with it.
Thank you so much, Fred. Yeah, this really helps us. Like, we're getting a lot of data from staff on their inputs, but we're also getting data about the fact that some of the users aren't putting any data in. You know what I mean? So this is going to inform a QI process.
That's pretty normal, and that's why you have the dashboard screen to be able to go in and look and see the last time each person put their data in the system here. Okay, well, again, you guys know where to find me if you need any help.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you.